I am truth. I am the eye that sees, the unveiled, the watcher in the dark. And I am whole, once more, thanks to you, Harmony.
You're welcome. But please, my mother, Ursula Beauclair, do you know where she is?
My memories remain out of reach, shattered like my cell. Although I cannot tell you where your mother may be, I do know her fate is entwined with that of Chaos. And that it was Chaos who incapacitated me.
This is outrageous. We have tolerated this charlatan's exploits for far too long. I've told you before, Chaos would be the death of us. Always scheming and plotting against their own kin. They may have a maze, but I have an army. I'll flush him out in no time.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
No. Such violence would only widen the rift that already threatens to tear Reverie apart.
Right?
We need to listen to each other, please. Harmony. Our kin Chaos retreated to their endless maze shortly after Truth disappeared. Now we know why.
That maze. Is it impenetrable?
It's a labyrinth of trickery and tomfoolery built by a coward. I'd go in there myself, only
We cannot enter an aspiration's domain without being invited.
And that charlatan will never let us in. They will refuse to fight face to face.
That's enough. Chaos may be unbound, but the secret to their return is consensus, not division.
Bond is correct. War is an engine of strife, and in direct opposition to our needs. And may I remind you, we have other matters to attend to. Our realm lies in tatters, a shadow of itself. Glory refuses reason at every turn. We must decide where our attention is most required.
I have to find my mother. For the sake of my own family. I hope you understand.
Certainly. It is the logical choice. But I would suggest that a search for Chaos and a search for Ursula may well be one and the same.
I don't understand. Why would they be linked? What aren't you telling me?
I may have a mutually beneficial solution. May. As I say, my memory remains treacherous. Go home. Await the coming of tomorrow, and we will see if fate guides us true.
Fate? Fate is an easy word to throw around. I'll wait for tomorrow.
I am pleased.
Well, that was a pretty mess, wasn't it?
Chaos. I don't understand. Bond said you were hiding, so how are you here? Now?
Hiding? I'm not hiding. I'm out here relaxing, taking a load off, escaping the rat race. You've seen the others. Can you blame me? Doesn't mean I can't talk to you, though, you lucky thing.
But why? Why won't you work with them then?
Because they've got it all wrong, you see? I am chaos, as much as truth is truth and power is power. They aren't just names, my dear. I'm not hiding from you. I'm just in a place that requires effort to reach. Live your life by my name. I'm sure we'll see each other soon. Bye-bye for now.
So, what's the plan?
I just woke up, Grandpa. The plan is to find some breakfast.
You mean get me to make you some breakfast, hmm?
If you're offering.
Polly, got any more substantial, less food-oriented ideas, dear?
I'm trying to figure out our next move. We don't know where Ursula is. Not a clue. We need a lead.
We need a miracle.
You were saying?
Good morning.
Can we help you?
I'm Omar. I was hoping we could have a word about Ursula.
What about her?
I heard about her disappearance. It's the talk of the town. She didn't show up for our recent appointment, so I wanted to lend a hand.
Who are you, exactly?
I own a bookshop on Liberation Road. Academic stuff, mainly. Well, that's in these days, right? Nerd stuff. I specialize in literature about the Oxyon culture. Ursula and I shared an interest in that specific topic until her disappearance. Once I heard about that, I had to come here and offer my help. Well, after all, it's about giving back. Well, the Naiads is a part of this community, right? This place was quite the landmark. Back in the day, of course. A refuge for artists, poets, and lost souls.
I'm Nora, and this
Is Laszlo. And I'm Polly, Ursula's daughter.
Daughter? That's... interesting.
How so?
I had a sort of dream. Vague and very hard to decipher. The Oxyon word for daughter kept coming up.
Well, nice to meet you, Omar.
So, first time here?
Yeah. I moved to Athena a couple years back. Did my master's on the Oxyon civilization, so obviously I had to come here to finish it. How did you end up living here?
We've been here since... forever. Ursula used all of her money to keep this place afloat.
Now it's just debts and leaky pipes.
Perhaps. Consider Omar here a helpful stranger, encountered on an unknown path. One who does not know the way, but is in possession of a map. Think of this as a resetting of the balance.
So, what do you know about Ursula? Did you notice anything strange about her?
Calm down, Grandpa. But did she say anything to you about leaving? About going away? Do you have any leads?
I'd let them ask their questions before letting him into your sanctum. You can never tell with people. Not these days.
But you sent him to us!
More like he washed up on your shores.
Whatever they might say, truth is relieved. As are we all.
Yes, thankful also.
You're welcome. But right now, I've got a stranger to deal with. So you and Ursula were friends?
Yes. Yes, I suppose we were. We bonded over our love of the Oxion culture and... Yes. Friends. But I haven't known her that long. A few months, maybe?
Wow. I guess it's our lucky day. You might be just the person we've been looking for.
Look at him! For a man who prides himself on being pure-hearted, he's quite the bleeding heart. Oh, you're no fun.
So, Ursula, how often did you two meet?
She popped by the bookshop when she was in the area. Every few days. And recently we'd met as friends. Social calls.
She never mentioned you.
She talked about you all the time. I went to your bar once and I was struck by, how similar you were to her description. Again, it's a compliment.
Let's not get sidetracked. The last time you saw her was...
A few weeks ago. She came by to borrow a book I'd recommended. Oxion Legacy and the Spiritualist Diaspora. She didn't seem out of sorts. Oh, I actually bought something that could be of help.
Whether Omar means to or not, he brings great upheaval.
Right now, upheaval or no, He's all we've got.
Here. I found these. I think they might provide a clue. Or a lead. Or... well, I'm not a detective, but they look relevant. At least.
Ursula's handwriting.
Yes. It's part of her latest work. She gave them to me a few weeks ago and claimed she had a notebook somewhere containing the rest.
I think I can help you. I know exactly where it is. Wait here, all of you.
You're becoming our lucky charm.
Well, I was just worried about Ursula. It's, I know we might regret this later, but sometimes the unethical thing to do is the right one. It's filled, cover to cover. Too much for one person to read. If I just... ah, there. Nora, was it? Here. 2 sheets. Laszlo, take these 3. I'll take these other 3, and Polly, these are yours.
What have you...
I hope you'll all agree this is no time for unnecessary hesitation. The sooner we read Ursula's work, the sooner we'll find out if she left any clue to her disappearance.
Bound to live in a world where I drown in the memory of you. The rage inside still hasn't burnt away the tears. I'll meet you again in a fraction of time. Someday.
I know. This feels wrong. But you know as well as I do.
That it's the only way. I do. Why did she even give you those pages?
Because I asked. She was writing again. For the first time in a long time, she said. She wanted an unbiased opinion, and I, offered my services.
But you never read them?
Once I saw they were poems, No. I thought she was working on some new Oxyon translations. Verse, though, not my bag. So much for the enlightened academic shtick.
My mother's work can get a little heavy sometimes.
But this new stuff, from the notebook, it's full of references to Oxyon traditions and rituals. A treasure trove, really. I'm going to go back to it. Why don't you go and check on the others? They look a little lost.
Hey, done already?
Not exactly.
Would you look at that? The old man actually came out ahead. I just wrapped these up. Poems, of course. All about family.
Our family?
I'd say so. Your mother is many things, but subtle, no. There's one about relationships, the push and pull of the family unit. Your mother as a young girl thinking of her future. And the second, that one's about a lost love, one she can only find in dreams, unless the gods will it, whatever that means.
That doesn't bother you? Her talking about love like that? Like something out of reach?
Look, your mother's never been a one-man woman. She was always crystal clear about that. And I love her for that as well. She and Nora both helped me to understand that love doesn't bind or restrain. But in here, she mentions a presence so strong it can be seen in every line, every word.
Wasn't there a third sheet with another poem?
I don't think so. Just these two.
Actually, I think there was a third. Well, unless I dropped it. No, there was definitely a final poem.
Oh, but hey, look at these two. This one talks about a bunch of places we've been to on holiday. The Duquesa Islands, the ferry boat to Magdalena. And this one about a secret lover. She wouldn't hide that sort of thing from me.
Yes. That's interesting. Helpful. Laszlo. Find anything else?
Look, there was a third poem, okay? I'm sorry, it's just that... It's... It's different from the rest. Private. There are things in there that I don't want you kids seeing.
Laszlo, this isn't the time to go all Mama Bear on us. If there's something in there that could help...
There isn't. At least I don't think there is.
Hey. Everything okay? Nora?
What?
Oh, hey. I just... You look a little...
Polly. Wait. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap.
Ursula's poems. That good, huh?
Something like that. They're all about her dreams, how vivid they could be. I've read her work before, and this is by far the most literal I've seen her. According to this, she dreamed a lot about family, us, where we've been, and where we're going. She says that the poems claim that she can predict the future.
Who are you texting?
What? Polly, you scared the crap out of me. What did you do that for? Sneaking around like that?
Could have stomped up and slapped you on the back of the head and you wouldn't have noticed. Well, come on, spill.
No one. Just a friend. Hey, cut it out.
Jade?
Maybe. I was going to, text her, but now I'm not so sure.
I didn't know you two were text-level friendly. That's so cool. What are you talking about?
Nothing. It's the poems, if you must know. They're all about Ursula's dreams, and there's a line about that stuff, egregor, and predicting the future. I thought it might help with Jade's work, but I don't know. They're just poems.
I think it's a good idea. Texting her. Every little bit helps.
You think so?
I do. Oh, but be sure to tell Omar too. This is right up his alley.
Please, Polly dear, leave Omar out of this. He'll figure it all out eventually. Now, Jade and Nora. That's where the fun's at. I want to know more about this burgeoning friendship we've got on our hands. And by the look on your face, I'm not the only one.
Time to have a chat with Omar, I guess.
Yes. We need to tell him about the egregor. All the dream stuff. Hopefully it'll help.
Sounds like a plan, Nora. Despite the circumstances, I'm happy we're doing this together. also. I'm happy we're doing something good together.
Oh no. Don't say anything else, please. I know we will find her.
I know. Despite our relationship, I want to get her back.
I know. Let me talk to Omar. This'll cheer him up.
So? You took your time?
There's so much in here. Poetry, of course. But very precise descriptions of rituals and cultural artifacts even I've never heard of. I don't know how she came up with half the knowledge there is in this.
Come on. Time to compare notes. Hopefully something in here will point us in the right direction. All right. Laszlo, why don't you start?
Well, your mother remains as mysterious as ever, I can tell you that for free. My sections were all about love. Love for us, our family, but also for someone else in a faraway land. Totally inaccessible somehow. Good luck making sense of that.
No. That does make sense. Here, look. In my sections too, there's talk of a reunion with this faraway land. And another being. The story reminds me of various myths, and many cosmogonies start with the reattachment of a split soul. Ursula seemed obsessed with this ritual. This idea of becoming whole. Which... it all reminds me of the Oxyon belief in realm crossing. And the Prescience. They wrote extensively on the subject. They said, by using the Holy Ichor, the Prescience could transcend this plane and access another.
How's a bunch of fairy tales going to help us,
Not fairy tales. These were literal beliefs. This sacred liquid. They called it egregor. Pools of it were said to exist across Athena.
Egregor? Jade talked about that. And look, my section mentions egregor too.
Prescience?
The Oxyons believed that there were those who could see the future. Literally see it laid out before them. And the egregor would enhance their abilities. The last time I saw Ursula, she mentioned them. I didn't think it was relevant to all this. But now...
You said this egregor stuff was just... lying around the island?
Yes. No. The sacred pools were said to be well hidden. We talked about trying to find them, but... MK has laid claim to every inch of Atina. I don't know why I didn't see it before. I believe there's a very real chance Ursula went to find a prescient ritual site. A crossover point.
Hey, Polly, no. Give that... That's not for you.
I'm not a child anymore, Laszlo. We need all the leads we can get.
Please, Polly. There's nothing in there except... I don't want you hurt worse than you already are.
I don't need protecting.
I didn't say you... Look, you know how your mother got. Her moods. Those words, they don't mean anything.
That's, the Oxyon symbol for motherhood.
Are you going to try and stop me too?
No. But Ursula is your mother. And with her gone, these are yours, as far as I'm concerned. Just... try not to take any of that poem to heart. I'm sure it's nothing personal.
Hey. It's okay. Polly, you can... Maybe it's best if you stop now.
She never wanted me.
Polly, sweetheart.
Motherhood was nothing but a colossal disappointment to her. I mean, I understand. I left, didn't I? But we were never good enough for her. Any of us. And now we know why. This, love story for the ages. Nothing ever compared to it, not for her. And we're sat here playing detective when the truth is obvious. It's obvious. She wasn't kidnapped. She left us.
Look, I don't know any of you, beyond what Ursula said, but we need to be real here. I think you may be right. Ursula wasn't kidnapped. She wasn't taken. She chose to disappear. But I don't think it was over some romance. She was too smart for that. If she did this, left without a trace, it must have been the last possible resort.
These poems, they mention a few different Oxyon ritual sites. But only a few of them seem to relate back to this mystery love of hers.
We can narrow down those locations even further if we only look at those associated with the prescience.
If Ursula did leave to find one of these sites, it's almost certainly a temple. And most of them are underground.
Underground?
Even in their heyday, there were those who thought certain rituals profane.
Well, pro. Most of Atina's archaeological sites are pretty well documented. Con, it's because they're all owned by MK.
I've tried for years to get access to even a minor site. Nada. Completely off limits.
So, everything Ursula wrote suggests she went on some sort of personal quest to cross between realms and find her love.
And she needed an Oxyon temple to get there.
Exactly. So the big question is, did she find a way to get into that temple? Or did something get to her before she could?
this much. Jade's investigation into MK and Ursula's disappearance are related. That's something.
Yes, that's something. Sorry.
So why aren't we asking her for help? Jade, I mean. She said she was willing. And I'm sure if she helped us, we'd help her. Mutually assured reconstruction.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. Yeah. That could work.
Jade? Jade Galea? You're friends with her?
Sort of.
Friends with Atina's most well-known activist. Impressive.
Okay. We have a plan. Now that's a real plan. I'm gonna go to the skate park. Like, right now. This is too important for online messaging. It's all monitored by MK anyway. Safer this way.
Hey, just take care. Watch yourself out there.
All right, Grandpa. It's the skate park, not a war zone.
Anyway, good luck, Nora.
I'll be careful.